morning. Good morning, ladies. Thanks for joining me bright and early. Hello. I'm excited to be here with you all this morning. Feel good after a sauna, shower, and then just coming here and preparing for our time together. So today, is day 2 of our 7-day meditation challenge, meditation medicine challenge. And today, the question that you'll see later in the video that post is, why do I feel like I can't meditate? So there's been a couple of questions coming in, and you'll probably notice each day your meditation experience is different. Some days you might feel like it's great. Some days you might feel like you just can't get in the zone. And so let's talk about that a little bit today. And I'm going to read an excerpt about training the mind, and we'll just kind of go over that. So things turn out the best for those who make the best of the way things turn out. So our mind can be our best friend or our worst enemy. And that's true in our meditation practice. So there's no need to control our thoughts when we're in meditation. We can rather change our energy and our relationship with our thoughts. So something that I always like to say and do is become an observer versus a reactor of our thoughts when they come up in meditation. And really that's just teaching us to become an observer versus a reactor at any time in our life. When we can create that gentle pause before we respond to something, our outcome is usually a lot better. So when a thought comes up, imagine it in a bubble and then sweeping it away like a feather. And the body in meditation will start to, when we get quiet, release energy. Remember, emotions, or energy. Emotion is energy in motion. So it's coming up and out of the body. And when we're in our meditation practice, sometimes we'll have some thoughts or some memories or, grateful thoughts, not so grateful thoughts, happy thoughts, not so happy thoughts are going to come up. And when we attach to it and we create a story around it, so if we take this thought, so for example, you're in meditation and you're like, that person hasn't called me back or texted me back in X amount of days. So we attach to the thought and then we start spiraling, ruminating on the thought, and then we create a story to it, and then pretty soon our whole meditation practice is consumed with the thought, right? So releasing our thoughts today, that's one thing that we're going to work on, and this is your morning meditation medicine of literally starting your day with a practice of releasing the thoughts. So I'll read something pretty quick and then we'll get started here. This is Training the Mind from a book by Timber Hawkeye. Sometimes the mind never listens to you. In fact, sometimes you want to focus on something, but your mind keeps drifting away to whatever it wants to think about. Other times, when you really want to stop thinking about something, your mind can't help it. Training the mind means being in charge of your decisions instead of succumbing to cravings and so-called uncontrollable urges. First thing, stop granting everything you crave, including your thoughts, and attaching to them. Don't make this mistake, confusing it for deprivation, because that's not what they're suggesting here. You can still have the ice cream, for example, but only when you decide to, not when a craving takes over. So you choose the thought. If you want to go there, or instead of just letting it come up and take you over, right? There's a difference. So when a thought arises, don't watch it, just react to it. Oh, I really want the ice cream? Okay, that's nice. See what it's like to want something, but not always get it. See what it's like to have the thought, but not always attach to it. The first few times that you train your mind, you will see the little kid throw a tantrum, which is actually hilarious, but it's understandable. You never said no to it, so today's your time to start. You will eventually notice that you actually have more freedom to choose once you're in control of your choices. It's tricky, but this will develop and arise with our practice. So that quote comes from this book, Things Turn Out Best for Those Who Make the Best of the Way Things Turn Out. Okay. So let's get started today. For those who missed yesterday, I just wanted to bring this up again because I saw it when I came in here. I don't know where this came from, nothing that I'm sitting on or using, but when I looked down yesterday to start the meditation, there was this feather that fell in my lap. So that's like really angelic and special to me. I believe in synchronicities. Take it as you will. Okay, so go ahead and get your space set up. I will change, we're at about 5 minutes past, so we'll do a little bit of a shorter because I want to respect everyone's time and end on time today. So we'll go 25 minutes since we've been chatting for a bit. And I want to set an intention. One of our community members on this meditation this morning, she had a pretty bad fall and she's going on our retreat with us in the next week. So if you believe in the power of prayer or sending energy or attention to her, she would really appreciate it. And she could use just some loving energy. So if it comes up or as you're getting in your space, if we could send Deanna some energy, she'd really appreciate it. So, okay, go ahead and get settled in your space. I'm going to start our timer, and then I'll just guide us through. Sweeping your body with breath. Feeling your sits bones or maybe your entire back begin to sink into the floor, the earth, the bed, the table, wherever you find yourself resting. Just taking a few deep inhales. Followed by a deep exhale. See if we can get our inhale to 6 seconds here. 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold it at the top. Notice any thoughts. And then release 1. 6. And hold it. Deep inhale. Hold it for as long as you can at the top. And then exhale. Notice when you're focusing on the breath that the mind stays more still. The body starts to feel a little bit more calm. The breath is a great tool to use when you have such a sharp mind that it always wants to focus on something. Go ahead and give your toes a couple wiggles. Notice if you've been tight or tense in your lower body anywhere. Roll out your ankles. Press on your knees if you're sitting up. If you're laying down, go ahead and press down on your hips. Feel yourself root into the earth. Take another deep breath. From your hips to your knees, to your ankles, to your toes. Feel this part of your body fully sink. Roll back your shoulders. Loosen up your neck. Give it a couple circles. On your exhale, let your shoulders fall. Let your belly fall loose. Let your belly hang out a little bit. Feel your pelvic floor begin to loosen and relax. Notice this grounding energy that you're feeling. No, you're not making it up. Feel your body grow super heavy. Another deep breath in. Exhale, let it out. From the shoulders down, feel the stillness, the heaviness. Allow your body to feel like she's floating. Notice the only part of the body that's still very active is the mind. So let's do our trick here. Left hand to the back of your head, right hand to the front of your head. Imagine your head is sandwiched between two blocks, which are your hands. Go ahead and press these blocks, press your palms together with your head in between. Big squeeze and release. Move your left hand to the left side of your head, your right hand to the right side. Push your hands together like you're trying to push matter out of the top of your head. Exhale, watch the energy leave the top of the head. And release your hands to fall on top of your knees or on top of the surface. Roll your shoulders back once more. And like a tea kettle steaming, just watch the energy leave out of the top of your head. And bring your ring finger of your dominant hand and bring it right here to your third eye, your pineal gland, right between your eyebrows. Just begin to tap lightly, 3 to 10 times. And let that hand fall back. Take another deep breath in. Exhale. Feel your hips, your sits bones. Sink a little bit more into the earth. Feel the energy, the resonance of the earth begin to pull you in. Imagine you have roots from your pelvis reaching down into the earth to ground you. Imagine the top of your head, your crown opening up. Connect you above to divine heavenly energy. Bring your hands to your heart. I am worthy of receiving divine energy. I am worthy of feeling and receiving God's touch, God's love. Feel your crown literally open, and then place your hands back down on your knees or the surface. If you have any physical aches or pains, deep breath. Feel this energy. Energy is like God's Tylenol. It knows exactly where to go, exactly what to do. Feel that energy come in. Begin to soothe your hurting areas. If you're mentally, emotionally, or spiritually hurting, take your focus to the mind. And imagine this golden, beautiful energy, the spirit entering into the top of your head. Beginning to lift, beginning to take your thoughts captive one by one. Until all you can focus on is the breath and a blank mind. The next time a thought comes in, observe it. Give it gratitude and then release it without attaching, without reacting. Another deep breath in. Let it out with a big sigh. And then sink back deeper and deeper into your meditation posture. Taking a moment to notice the collective energy of all of those together meditating right now. Just connecting, those praying, those clearing the mind. You feel that right in your heart. You You're not alone in this journey. Feel that here in this energy. Bringing your focus back to your breath. Deep breath into the nose. Exhale. Begin to move your wrists and your fingertips. Keeping your eyes closed down. Roll out your neck. Roll out your shoulders. You can move your legs in front of you. Reach up. If you're sitting up, and fold forward. If you're laying down, just give yourself a full body stretch. Letting your head hang, moving at your hips. Inhale, come back up. If you're lying down, go ahead and sit up. Inhale, lift your arms up overhead. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Bringing gratitude into your heart. We are grateful we make what we have into enough. Feel the collective energy here with us. And thank you for coming today and joining in our meditation challenge or practice. You can literally feel all of your energy making this so special. So we'll be here. Tomorrow is Monday, I think, yeah. So 8 p.m. Monday through Thursday this week. And then we'll close. Friday will be 8 a.m. and it will be our last day. So you can catch the video later today about more tips and tricks. Why do I feel like I can't meditate? Why don't you comment yesterday's video or today's video about your experience? Tell others when you're meditating, and then let me know if you have any questions. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you all tomorrow at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time.